You are learning to catch up with the changes you now embody. December 1, 2014. We return this day to speak with you regarding the shift that you now recognize as an ongoing part of your beings. You have, for some time, been aware that changes are now a part of your inner life. Everything, actually, is changing for you, just as you have expressed the desire for. This gives us a wide choice of what to discuss. We choose your knowing, or a part thereof. We wish to speak of your ability to know whether what you are hearing, reading, or seeing is truth. Does it, or does it not, agree with what your highest self knows to be true? You call this resonating. In other words, you say that it vibrates at a frequency that harmonizes with your own, a very apt description. Now, when you are seeking to make these determinations, be aware that you require to be in your heart space and not in your intellect, in what you somewhat mistakenly call your mind. Your mind, you see, is far greater than the intellect. When you assess the resonance of what you are in perception of from your heart, you are weighing it against vast stores of knowledge that your intellect, at least so far, is unaware of. The feelings that are invoked will give you a true indication of whether or not this resonates with you. There is still, however, one sticky little problem, one which you are learning to navigate past. When you have learned to believe things that seem to contradict what your heart is saying, you still often tend to choose what your intellect is telling you. You choose knowledge over wisdom. We know that we seem to be speaking of something that contradicts your current definitions of wisdom. But what we are doing actually is teaching you to expand your definitions. We are saying that what you access when you look into your heart for answers is much greater and more reliable than anything you have been taught about yourselves. There are many, many teachings these days concerning that of which we speak. These are not new. The teachings of love and wisdom have been around for a long, long time. But it has come about that you have reached a point where mankind, as a whole, and not just a few dedicated adepts, is now able to assimilate these concepts into their lives. And so the careful nurturing of these ideas in hidden places has evolved into a full-fledged effort to spread them far and wide. Still, you are, if you are reading this close to the time it is being given, on the cutting edge, so to speak. You are being reminded of things which you have known forever. You were asked to forget. Now you are being prompted to remember. We will discuss others of these things as times progress. We said that there were things changing in your inner life. This will continue, and at the end of the next year you will be less like you are today than you now are like the you of a year ago. Approach this like an adventure to be enjoyed and anticipated, and it need not be uncomfortable for you. We even urge you to imagine what it might be like, but do not limit it. You might want to add or something better to your daydreams. Remember to connect with us daily through your feelings. When you search for us in this manner, you will quickly learn to know of our presence. This too is enhanced from your previous state. It was always true, but now you vibrate higher. You are learning to catch up with the changes you now embody. Look around you for those whom you know are holding this higher energy, and spend time with them. It rubs off. If you see us grinning, you are correct. Good day. Channeled by Ron Head. oraclesandhealers.wordpress.com